couple of words, introductions, just while we have some time. Hopefully. Do you know if they made the announcement?
Yeah, they did.
They did, okay.
Yeah, so we'll just skip it going.
Cool. There's also floor seating if you want something a little more intimate or comfortable. Cool. Well, welcome. This is something interesting that I hope you'll enjoy. Never done this before, and I've had an idea like this for a while, and I thought this would be a good location for that, for the opportunity. I'm Josie. I go by, at least my art name or phrase is divinebrick. Just some interesting words there I could get to in the end if you want. And these are my collaborators. If you can introduce yourself.
I'm Chris Rorrer. I'll be playing cello along with Josie today. And most of this is improvised. Some of it's composed already, but it's exciting. First time working with a Butoh context. So thank you, Josie, for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi, I'm Chris. I do projections, and I've worked with Josie a lot over the years. Green screen and dioramas and stuff. So we're always experimenting with ways to add visuals with the dance and the movement.
Yeah, I feel like I'm lucky to be from LA and just be in this place and be able to collaborate with really talented people that are my friends, that you just kind of encounter. It's just surprising how talented everyone is. Great. So the way I want to structure this lecture is that you're going to be audience, but hopefully you'll have an experience too, because I'm going to include you on my technique and what I'm thinking and these ideas that performance or a dance can be meditative, and I'll go into a little bit of where it comes from. I don't want to talk too much, but there's a lot of info definitely to share. So I'm calling this performance. So I'm walking towards the infinite sunset sunrise, and that's imagery that I'm going to share with you that I found really powerful. One thing, kind of disclaimer of like the Butoh community is huge. There is a lineage, but by now it's international. My teachers were Poroko Tomano and Luigi Tomano that are in Berkeley. If you want to study with them, they're still up there. I also have studied with Louis, another local, also totally there for you to access. They do more body weather. It's Roxanne and Louis. So some things to look into more if you enjoy this, and if you're curious about Butoh in general. So the walking meditation, I feel like a lot of Butoh practitioners use. And it's something that I feel like is essential for any kind of living, and as a Butoh artist or as a person in general. So that's one thing I like to share. I feel like it's very powerful. And as I'm giving you these kind of ideas, I'm going to be experiencing them as best I can, and I'm also going to be we're all going to fall into this kind of world, hopefully, and sometimes we're going to pull back, and I'm going to kind of give you more descriptions and anchorings of what we might see, or I might see, or I might be feeling. And then we're going to give you an example of how these concepts all come together. And so it's a three-part lecture. And hopefully we'll be successful in experiencing and building a container that can have some interesting responses and interaction. And always it's a pleasure to interact with like amazing artists to help me along the way. stacked from pelvis top, stacking your crown on top. Just take a breath. Through your nose, allow it to pass through your third eye, traveling back towards this big balloon here that you, as you inhale, fills. As the breath travels down, it's getting louder. Fill yourself with breath. Allow it to transition to your energies. Allow the blood to flow. As you exhale, feel the heaviness on your bones. As you walk from heel, midfoot, to toe. Take a breath, and as you exhale, look beyond these walls to the infinite. As you walk, see far, far away as you peer into this infinite space. Look past these walls as you take a breath. And exhale. The string pulls you from the top of the crown of the hand, pull you tight, and the string pulls you from the tailbone down to the infinite center of the earth. Compress. You have eyes in front of you, eyes aside of your head, eyes behind you. Peer down all the way around this perspective. Way far away from this space. As you walk, you start to feel this warmth on your skin, pulling you towards it. As you exhale, you start to see this infinite sunset, sunrise. Far this horizon line. As you walk, feel this carpet on your feet. As you walk, this carpet transitions slowly into center. Feel this transition. This soft carpet. Little granules of sand. Underneath. Inside the wrinkles. Between the toes. As you walk, the sand holds you gently. Peer into the infinite sunset. flashback on top of this point, stacked in between yourself. As you peer into this infinite sunset, sunrise, you start to hear the transition, you start to see things occupying this space. As you peer down, as you see something crawl past you, as this warmth pulls you towards this infinite sunset, sunrise. You start to see more textures around you. When you see your front eyes, your side eyes, back, eyes behind your head, eyes on your hands, feet watching, feeling the sand, counting the sand. Sometimes you watch yourself. The only thing that pulls you is this infinite sunset, sunrise. As you walk, take a breath. As you take a breath, the center pulls you back. Infinite sunset, sunrise, warmth pulls you forward. Always trying to bask and absorb all of this warmth. As you start to retrace your steps, as it pulls you in towards this infinite sunset, sunrise, as you take a breath, the string pulls you up, top of your head, pulling on the skin, pulling your spine. As you exhale, string on your tailbone anchors you down. Small wind holds you. As you walk towards this infinite sunset, sunrise, allow it to pull you towards it. As you walk, take a breath. Let it fill you. As you exhale, you start to feel the sand slowly dissolve. In time, you start to feel the carpet. Slowly, the walls start to come back. Faintly, you see the infinite sunset, sunrise. to this room. With each breath, the interactions you've had start to dissolve, returning you back to this space. Start to feel your feet, feel your ankles, start to feel your shins, start to feel your knees, your legs, hips, your stomach, center of your body, to your chest, your back, your throat, even to the top of your head. It's a very simple exercise that, if you go home, try it. The idea is to keep the center right on top of the foot. Always following the middle line. The success is, since we're falling on top of our same point, there is no side motion of walking. It's constant. Just shifting your weight right on top to the next. Catching yourself. Walk to the side. Walk to the left side. Something for you. See how many looks. Okay. So that was the first part of the lecture. Like I said, it's very simple. I've had success where when I'm drawing, I can see the lines before I can draw them because I'm like constantly superimposing images on top of things. Seems very helpful. The next part of the lecture, part 2, is going to be, I want to share a little bit of a codex in Buto community, what is considered the Buto Fu, Buto notation, which is a form of choreography that's could be poetic, could be symbolic, could be image-based, it could be visceral, it could be textural. It's a way to communicate movement without, that's more universal. That's the idea. So I want to read you some words, just to kind of allow you in and see what happens. It's a 6-part movement. The first one is stand from your form down to your core. You are a small ping echoing in a pond. Take up this small unknown space. Part 2. An echo from your core. Your skin are fingers exploring jagged corners. 3 pushes resist growth. The places you explore, spaces, shapes your space. Part 3. Another echo started just after yours. You are multiples of yourself, invading yourself, hanging sacks of self, bulge. Part 5. Your spill is a river for pests to ride. Night crawlers from the center of darkness migrate to your core. Millions of pests crack open your casing, leaving your skin echoing in space. Part 6. Your core crumbles. Skin is a phantom, haunting the wind. questions that allow you to kind of watch. extended periods of going through these cycles. Every time something emerges, different texture. This particular exercise is to exhaust, to expand, depending on how you know your body. You know where you hold things, or you start to realize where you hold them. You try to get to a certain place and it's not allowed it. And so you do it again. Try to expand that space. You're in a box, you push out, it pulls you back in. You push out a little further, pushes you back. Push out much further. Keep expanding. But knowing where the limit is, I think that's an important part of practice that allows you to do it again the next day. So the third part of the lecture, hopefully we found a space, a flow that we can all start to follow. And we'll call this living soup. We have our ingredients. We're going to put it in the pot. It's not necessarily going to cook, it's actually going to come alive. And which shape it takes is a little restricted, but also it has freedom because it's alive. Nice, long, deep breath. You take a breath. Allow it just to flow out softly. flower on your chest. Brings your chest upward towards your nose. Imagine you have someone holding you here. Gently. Just leave enough space for that. As you walk, just find your natural stride, your natural breath. Always knowing that beyond these walls is this endless sunset, sunrise. Pulling you towards it with its warmth, with its glow, with its welcoming existence and presence. Know that there's always support on you. As you walk, you see with your feet. As you walk, you see with your front. Eyes inside of your head. Eyes behind you. Looking into the horizon line. That's it. Let's just open the fingers. Right stance a little. When you breathe, feel the extension in the fingertips, the head, and the olive pinches. As you exhale, start to collapse. As far as you can, just softly pulling into yourself, your comfort, your warmth. You can go low, stay here. You can go here. It's up to you. As you inhale, come up. Be careful not to lose your balance, your breathing. Take a breath. Fingers to the sky. Exhale, bring them to the side. Turn them over, elbows up. Small circles. The other way. Switch. The other way. Take the ball. Push it up. Billions of stars above you. Start to fall. Start to collect them. Push them tight. Lift them. Push them off your chest. Billions and billions of stars everywhere falling. Reach below. Nice and tight. Lift. Billions of stars falling. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for participating. Josie, This is Chris. And the wizard on the visuals over here is Chris as well. Any questions? Feel free to ask if anyone wants to comment right now. Questions, open to it, or if you want to stay afterwards too. And thanks again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, and I have